Hello, this is another edition of the Stuart Doll Show. It is just before 9 o'clock p.m. Wednesday, May the 6th. I'm just chilling in the man cave watching Thursday night SmackDown and it was a really good show tonight. I knew the WWE World Heavyweight title contract signing was going to break down into utter chaos. People are going to start beating the crap out of each other and, whatnot. There was an RKO and a Superman punch, thrown into the mix. And, yeah, I kind of figured it was going to break down in utter chaos, but it's going to be chaotic come payback on Sunday, May the 17th, because it's a fatal four-way match for the WWE World Heavyweight title between the current champion Seth Rollins, who can be a royal dink at times, which he kind of is most of the time anyways. And then you got the lunatic fringe Dean Ambrose into that mix. Then you got the powerhouse Roman Reigns. And last but not least, you got you got the Viper Randy Orton, who could strike anyone at any time. And other than that, it looks like the NHL playoffs have really gotten interesting. Currently, right now, Washington is leading 2-1, 2-1 in this series, but in the playoffs, anything can happen. And it doesn't matter what sport it's in. Could be baseball, could be basketball, could be football, could be whatever sport you're competing in. But yeah, and then because basically teams are trying to compete, to who's gonna make it to the Stanley Cup and who's gonna win Lord Stanley's Cup. I would prefer to be a Canadian team, like I've said before, but in the last few years, it hasn't been a Canadian team. It's always been an American team, because it seems like all the American teams in the NHL have a big wealth of players and people of experience and whatnot. What was I gonna say? So it looks like it's getting really interesting. Looks like all the teams are doing good, but it really boiled down to who really wants it more. But to me, I really honestly do not care who wins the Stanley Cup, because neither of my teams are even in it. The Edmonton Oilers, obviously, they absolutely suck, and they have been for a number of seasons. Because the last time they won a Stanley Cup was in 1985, ironically enough, the year that Wayne Gretzky left Edmonton to go play for the LA Kings. Then there's the Montreal Canadiens, who won it in '93, and no Canadian team has won it since, which is really depressing for Canada as a nation. But there's the upside that Canada's men's national hockey team's doing really well so far. They now have a 4-0 record, thanks to their victory over Sweden today at the World Men's. Anyways, more than likely at the World Men's, it may come. I would like it to see, say, either Canada versus the United States, the two bitter rivals, when it comes to hockey, or Canada versus Russia. That would be a good one because the rivalry between Canada and Russia goes way back, and to basically to the Soviet Union days of like the 1980s and whatnot. And also the NBA playoffs are getting really interesting too. But again, it comes down to who wants it more. Yeah, and it looks like things are not looking good for Montreal at this point, because now they are now down 2 games to 1, 3 games to 0 in their series. If Montreal loses their next game, basically bye bye for the season. But you know, again, it's the NHL playoffs. Anything can happen. Like, the strangest things have happened in the past in the NHL playoffs. What else? Looks like the Toronto Blue Jays have won the rubber match in the 3-game series between them and the New York Yankees 5-1. And then it also looks like that the Tampa Bay Rays beat the defending World Series champs 4-3 in their game tonight. But in all sports, it comes down to basically who wants it more. That's what it boils down to. And it doesn't matter in what sport. And that basically basically if you want it more, you basically go for it. Like, you don't care what anybody else thinks. You just go out and play the best to your abilities. Like the New York Yankees, even though they haven't won a World Series title in, I don't know, I can't remember the last time they won one. But despite that point, they're still a good baseball team and a formidable baseball team to play against because of their 27 World Series titles, 40 American League titles, plus the American League East pennants. What else? Well, tomorrow it looks like I'm gonna have a busy day tomorrow. I work my usual 4-hour shift tomorrow at my workplace, Sturgeon Creek Retirement Residence in Building 1. Then I have my usual swim practice from 6:30 to 8. Well, I usually go there for about 5 o'clock, and my swim coach, Melissa Diamond's there, so I try to go there so then I can do some cardio for dry land before swimming, so at least I get something in before my swim practices, even though I do, stretches and whatnot. But literally throughout the season, me and all my other teammates, Lindsay Wilson, Becky, Danny Chain, Samantha Curry, like everyone on my team, we bust our butts every single Thursday night to be basically to be to the best of our abilities, which counts. What else? Other than that, I've had a really good end to my day, and that looks like there's some more rain on the way for tomorrow. Another, I think, 15-20 millimeters of rain. And that tomorrow, but then it's supposed to clear at some point early evening, being the key word. You can't always trust the weather people, because one minute they'll say, Oh, it's gonna be sunny out. Next thing you know, you walk outside your door, and all of a sudden it could be, piss down rain. But, oh well. That's the way the weather system works here in Manitoba, and here on the prairies in general. This has been another edition of the Stuart Dahl Show. I am signing off for the night now. For all you young people, stay out of trouble, stay in school, you'll do fine. And for now, for you guys, good night, and Alvida Zane and peace.